The Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, my name's Jonathan Smith. Welcome to the Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach. Each week we'll go through the Dead Doctors Don't Lie show and handpick information regarding people's specific health concerns. So listen now as Dr. Wallach gives his expert advice on how to deal with the root cause of illness and disease nutritionally. If you would like further information on the products recommended in the show, they can be found in the description below the video. Enjoy the show.
The Youngevity UK and Europe Show.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this one pretty well vindicates you. Because for as long as I've known you, you've told people to stay away from drinking soda because, the carbonation for one thing, but also all the sugar that's added into those things. And I've got a story here from CBS News, headline, Sugary Drinks linked to 31% higher risk of early death. And this was a Harvard study and published in the journal Circulation. New research offers yet another reason to avoid these drinks. It's found that the people who drink two or more of these sugar-sweetened beverages have a 31% higher risk of early death from cardiovascular disease. Each additional soda, sports drink, or sugary beverage increased the risk by 10%. And according to Dr. Tara Narula, says previous research has shown that sugar-sweetened beverages are linked to things like diabetes, weight gain, heart disease, and stroke, and said we didn't ever actually look at the increased risk of mortality. They say the new research did show that more sugar-sweetened beverages you drink, the higher the risk of death, primarily from cardiovascular disease, but also from cancer. And they say Americans have been drinking fewer of these drinks over the past decade or so, but they still represent the single largest source of added sugar in the U.S. diet, and their consumption is on the rise around the world. And this was a fairly big study. They looked at a couple of different studies that involved over 38,000 men and more than 80,000 women, followed them for 20 to 30 years, and they were asked how much they ate and drank and what their lifestyle choices were like. Found that those who drank 1 to 2 sugary drinks a day, overall risk of death went up 14%, and more than 2 sugary sweetened drinks went up 21%. And research also looked at the link between artificially sweetened beverages and death, and results showed no increase in mortality except for women who drank more than 4 of these beverages a day. According to the American Heart Association, they issued guidelines on artificial sweetened drinks and concluded that they can be part of a healthy diet, especially for those who drink a lot of sugary drinks and want to cut back. But, of course, there is still the healthiest choice, and that is water, like possibly the Icelandic glacial water that Youngevity offers.
Well, would you look at that? What a coincidence, eh? And, and of course, we have our Rebound, which is probably the lowest in the natural sugars of any sports drink out there, and we have it in the non-carbonated form, in the sticks, individual servings. We have it in the canisters, in the powder. No carbonation, okay? Has 100 nutrients in it. All the other sports drinks out there have anywhere from 2 to 6 nutrients in it, none of which will stop the sudden heart death of young athletes, whereas our Rebound has 100 nutrients in it, including 78 minerals in it, including the 2 minerals that are necessary to reduce the risk of ruptured aneurysms and also sudden heart deaths from cardiomyopathy, heart disease. And it's insane to be drinking these other sports drinks just because somebody stands there who's being paid $5 million as an athlete. Hi, I drink this drink, so you should drink it too. And then you die. But thank you so much, Doug, for bringing that up.
The Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach.
Thanks for listening to this week's show. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and for more info on the products mentioned in this week's show, check out the links in the description.